Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing? Joe from Mania. How is everyone on a pretty nice night in New York City? Ready for a little rainy weekend as we get closer to Saturday and Sunday. Just a couple of notes, everyone. So, as you know, we're going to get started with our panel. How are we going to fix the New York Yankees? And what is going to be your team? Now, we already have I already have Charles's team, so Charles is already in the running. Guys, you got to keep on going. You got to give Charles a run for his money. So he's already done his team and all. If you can't do everything like the relief pitching and all that, I understand. But the starting pitching and Charles did a very nice job, I gotta say. So you better follow him. But since this is an added one, and Charles had one a week ago, he can win again because this is totally different. This is something that I added, so it's all different. So it's one for all and all for one. Now, right after this stream, we are going to go off a little bit earlier. And we are right after that, I would say around 9:45, we're going to get ready for the 10 o'clock stream with Total Turnbuckle Talk with TJ. And we're gonna be talking about SmackDown that will finish at 10 o'clock in and around, and so we're going to be doing that. Now, if there's time, whoever the winner is, I will try to get the prize to you before the wrestling show. If I don't have time, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it right after the wrestling show. But if I don't have your telephone number, please go to Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com, Joe Yankees at gmail.com, and leave your telephone number. Make sure you have Venmo or Zelle, and you will get the prize ASAP. You will definitely get it tonight. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. So, those are a couple of things. Now, I mentioned this morning, guys, that we're going to do things a little bit different, being the fact we're going into the winter. So the weekend shows, the weekend 8:30 shows are not going to be on Saturdays and Sundays. So we're going to be, for now, we're going to be on Monday through Friday at 8:30 in the morning, no problem. And any guest either at that time or during the day. The weekends we're going to have for specials. It could be anything, Yankee related, entertainment related, you name it. So with that in mind, just remember, it's to have more content, better content, and that's why we're doing. Believe me, it's still going to end up to a lot of shows. And the shows that I do add, we add on the weekends, we're going to we'll let you know in plenty of time. That's why it's important for you to subscribe and hit that notifications for us. I really appreciate that. And like the shorts that we put out. So you'll definitely always know what's coming up here on NY Yankee Mania. So remember, every day stays the same, 8:30 a.m. With coffee, bagels, Lavazza coffee, omelets. We have it all together, and we will do that. So that's going to be the things that are going on. Believe me, we're going to have plenty of guests. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be adding shows. And then once the Yankee season, even spring training starts, we'll go Monday through Sunday once again from 8:30 on. So stick with us, everyone. And the 38% of you, please, if you have not subscribed, if you have not come out from there, please subscribe subscribe. It'll 1 minute subscribe and come on the show. I'm really appreciate. Please do that. The 38%. So I want to say hello to some people that are in. We have a lot of people in the eye. Let's see, what do we have here? We have Blaze 455. How you doing? Hamburger Helper, how you doing? Michael, how's it going? Let's see, T-Road, how swinging for the fences here. Let's see. Okay, so I want to say hello there. And on the phone, we have a newie, Dr. Nick. Whoa, my back and pain management doctor. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. How you doing? How's the family? We miss seeing you a lot of the times, and thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it. And you got Bob Rizzo, you got John Ferrazzo, you have Teresa, you have Ava is in the chat. Everybody's here. We've got a party here tonight, so we're really, really, really excited about it. So by all means, everyone, please come in. We're gonna start in a couple of minutes. So just give it a time. 1 minute, everyone. I'm gonna be right back with you guys, and we'll start the show. I just wanted to say hello to you guys right now. Just give us 1 minute. Okay, we are back, everyone. All right, let's say hello to a few people. Let's hear what they have to say before our panel joins us. Hey, Joe, what's your take on Wells? Would you like to see him back on the team next year? Well, Eric, I would, but they've got to do something with the hitting. They definitely have to do something with the hitting. I mean, there's no question about it. From here to now, he's concentrating so much on the defense, and I definitely think that they will definitely take him, but he's got to do better. We have too many strikeouts in that bat, and enough's enough. Without any further ado, let's bring up a couple of our co-hosts. We have Chef Nick. Chef Nick, how are you, sir? How's it going?
Woo! What's up, people?
We also have George. How you doing, George?
Hey!
Nick,
They're
Joe.
all coming on. And here
Who
comes
else is
Evan.
here? Evan is here. Everyone's a winner.
The road to victory is here, guys. How's it going, everyone?
Hey.
How's it going?
Great.
The core four is here. Oh my God, love it.
The core four.
Just like old times.
So, guys, how you doing? And talk a little bit, George. Take it away. Say a couple of things.
What do you want me to do? Just run with it? Run with whatever?
Run with it. Run with the wind.
All right. Well, I mean,
run with
I guess
what did you think about? You think about the Yankee cast yesterday with Boone and with Cashman? Give us your take.
George, how you feeling, by the way? How you
I'm
feeling?
doing all right, Nick.
Good.
Firstly, good to hear that Aaron Judge won't need surgery. He's feeling good.
Yeah.
Very good to hear that. But our other friend isn't feeling too good, Carlos Rodon. He's expected to miss a few weeks to start the season with some bone spurs in his elbow. So that's never good to hear. I think I saw that there was some, miscommunication or different views about Volpe's shoulder injury. I believe Boone said that the injury did not affect his play, but Cashman said the opposite, and Cashman said that this did affect his play. So we got a little bit of disagreement there. I mean, I'm kind of on the side with Cashman. I mean, the dude has a torn labrum in his shoulder. Don't really know what you expect to happen if you put him out there to play every single day at shortstop. No wonder he's playing like crap. His shoulder's all shredded up. But I think there are moves to be made this offseason for the Yankees, and I think honestly there's 110 ways you could take it if you're Brian Cashman. There's lots of possibilities. The elephants in the room are obviously Munetaka Murakami and Kyle Tucker. Those are the two giants this offseason that have been heavily linked to the Yankees. So right off the bat, though, I'm not a big fan of Kyle Tucker. Don't really want him in pinstripes. I think, though, before we get into the Murakamis and the Kyle Tuckers, and even if we want to go nutty and look at Paul Skeens, we bring back Cody Bellinger. That has to be the number one priority. Consistency, a good contact hitter, got some good pop, and stellar defense. You have to bring Cody Bellinger back no matter what. I've seen people say have Kyle Tucker replace him. People don't realize how underwhelming Kyle Tucker was last season. Everyone's saying, oh, go get Kyle Tucker. He's just as good. He's better than Bellinger. He's going to be your MVP. So everyone's expecting Kyle Tucker that he had this disgusting season last year, but he really didn't. He had 22 homers, only drove in 78, batted .266, which is not like people are throwing out $300, $400, maybe even $500 million for this guy. For what? For what? Cody Bellinger had better numbers than him last year. Not comfortable at all for throwing that kind of money out for a guy who does not play the defense Bellinger does, is not as consistent, so not ready for it. No. That is going to handcuff you if you make that deal for Kyle Tucker. You get handcuffed by it, and it's just not a good move. Murakami is the more interesting idea. He's definitely the more intriguing one. I think he's going to have a lot of phone calls this offseason. I'm still getting a feel for him, honestly. But the one thing I'll say before I turn it over to you guys is he has said he wants to be a Yankee. Still the only team that Murakami has named. And Brian Cashman has multiple times expressed that he wants Murakami. And Jack Curry himself said the best kept secret in all of baseball is that the Yankees want Murakami and Murakami wants the Yankees. Give it over to you guys.
Well, I just want to address that for a minute. Did you check out his stats with pitchers that throw the ball over 93 miles an hour? He can't hit them. He cannot hit over 93 miles an hour. We don't need this.
Where'd you see that stat?
Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. And believe me, he is not a good hitter after 94 tops. He does not hit the ball well. All of his strikeouts are anybody that throws the ball over 93, 94. And if you're going to do that, he's not going to be worth jack anything for the Yankees. Nothing at all.
I want to bring up Charles's last comment about Okamoto. Now, this is a guy who I feel like would be a perfect fit for the Yankees. He's another Japanese free agent coming over. Whereas I just had his I'll bring his page up. This is a guy, Joe, who can lead off for us. He can play third, first, and the corner outfield spots, all with an elite glove. Batting .322 last year, a high average hitter, does not strike out that much, doesn't have a ton of pop, but I mean, is that really what you need? If we're looking for a leadoff hitter, someone to set the tone for Judge and Big G, and assuming we re-sign Bellinger, I feel like this would be a perfect guy for us. This is the only problem with Okamoto. He has not been posted yet, and there is a lot of concern whether he will be posted or not. Now, the team needs to agree to have a player posted, and there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of people saying that they will not choose to post him. I think he would be a perfect fit, but something in me says I don't think he's going to be coming to the States, and he is 29, so basically it's now or never when it comes to Okamoto, if he's going to be posted or not. I do think if you're looking for a budget guy, because he's obviously not going to get paid what Murakami is by the age and just production, this could be a perfect guy for what the Yankees need. You look at what the Blue Jays had against us. They had guys who could work the counts, get base hits, be scrappy. That guy screams that energy to me. The only thing is I don't think he's going to get posted.
Okay, Chef Nick, you wanna chime in?
Yeah, I heard about Okamoto. Oh my god, all these Japanese names are making me hungry right now. But like you're speaking about Murakami. It must be nice. It must be nice to have a team to want you, and then you want the same type of feeling back, like that mutual feeling. It's really nice. These posting fees are really ridiculous just to talk to a player. Wow, just imagine that. Just to have a date and to interview them, it's like $50 million. Here you go, just for a posting fee. And then, okay, you're hired. Here's $500 million more. I think it's going to be interesting with Murakami, despite these stats, despite any numbers. Anyone that's like really crazy about numbers, they want to break it down. Great, good for you. But I think just it's going to be really interesting in regards to them, having that fit with the Yankees, Murakami. I think it's going to be, you can't really. People are already saying he's like the next Babe Ruth. All right, let's put a little hold on that. He's not even on U.S. soil right now, so you have to wait. But I just think they have to not sort of like rush towards that. I think they need to take their time with that. Again, with taking their time with, all right, let's look if like his health history, if he's injury prone and stuff like that, or if he hustles a lot, if he's a good base stealer. It's there in the books, but just take a look at that more. Let's not jump the gun and be like, oh, he's a home run hitter. That's what we need. No, that's not. We don't need that. So I think they need to look into depth with that. But there is a lot, like you said, George, is a lot of ways to fix the Yankees. 110, 210, 510 ways, a lot. And we could go in all different directions, a lot. I just think right now what the Yankees have to do in regards to fixing their what's it called? Their starting lineup, their bullpen, starting rotation, whatever. But going with the lineup is adding aggressiveness to the lineup, not home run hitters. You don't want to either do the home run hitting or bust. You want to have the fundamentals where it's contact, like we've been stressing all season long. But I don't know, maybe the Yankees are deaf and they just don't want to listen to us. So you want those base stealers, you want the bunting, you want people that get on base, that are very scrappy. And again, scrappy is a little aggressive word, but I do like aggressive words because it helps the team out. So even with the bullpen too, and I'm going to get to the rotation in a little bit, but the bullpen too, I honestly think that Weaver, nice knowing you. Take care, brush your hair. I'll let him walk. Devin Williams, nice knowing you. Tell your story walking. He can walk. I think it's a time where Yankees should focus on their farm system. Let's bring up some young guns. If you want to sign some veterans, great. Let's not start them over the young guns. Let them be sort of like a mentor or like a coach for them to help them build their strength and their confidence. They should have done this with Jason Dominguez all these years, but I guess they never liked him. But I think that's the route they should go. And in regards to the starting rotation, so you're going to have Rodon. He's going to start. He's not going to be ready until I think a start after opening day. He's going to miss a start if I'm
couple weeks. Yeah,
right. So like again, people are always they're counting on Garrett Cole. Look, he's not going to be 100%. We counted on Luis Hill, and he was shaky the rest of the way when he came back. So you really can't put all your weight on and confidence in Garrett Cole. So next man up, okay. So you have Max Fried, Cam Schlittler. You have Luis Hill, Warren, and Rodon that's going to start on the injury list, but only for one start. So then it's like, all right. So what do you do from there? Like, do you sign all these reclamation projects where Cashman's like dumpster diving? The land of misfit toys, where he tries to put all these parts together and then tries to make lightning in the bottle. I think that's great on his part because he's good, and Matt Lake works well with that. But it shouldn't be the main focus. Shouldn't be the main priority. I think that if he's going to do that, that should be the last resort, only for depth. But I think again, like like George, I know your guy is Yerry De Los Santos. I think they need to keep him and not keep him sending him down, up and down on the shuttle, as they call it. So you have Bednar, Tim Hill, not Luis Hill, Tim Hill, the Americanized version. I think you should keep him. He's great as a lefty in the bullpen. I would keep Yarbrough. And again, with these young guns, Elmer Cruz, who the hell knows what's going to happen with him? He's looking good. I'm loving his stuff. But also with Carlos Lagrange and then like Bryce Cunningham. And then also
I was just texting with him last night, Bryce Cunningham.
Oh, get out, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he known as like a starter or a long reliever?
Starter.
Okay,
He's a starter.
Okay. So that makes sense. Too. So why not give him a shot too, just to crack the rotation like Schlittler? Like that makes sense.
He had
He
injuries this year, Bryce. He had some injuries. I think the next man up would be Rodriguez Cruz.
Elder. Okay. Now
that's your next guy up.
How about Chase Hampton? He's still on the injury list, right? Do you know any time frame with him?
No, not with Hampton.
Okay.
Right.
And then
Lagrange is a step behind Rodriguez Cruz.
Okay.
Right.
He's there though. He's a stud, Carlos.
Like him.
But next guy up is definitely Elmer.
So how about two other guys or three other guys? There's Ben Hess, Selvage, and Lelane.
They like Brock a lot. They like Brock Selvage.
Okay.
They love him. He's my boy too.
Awesome. No, that's good. Yeah, these guys, I think
Brock's a lefty too. Brock's a nice lefty.
Good.
Southpaw.
That's awesome. Okay.
So
just with this roster too, that's very interesting, George, that you said that, because I think it's really great that they need to, at least whoever is healthy and not out, just at least give them a time to shine, give them their spotlight. But even on the bench, I think Ahmed Rosario is a free agent, I believe.
Yes.
I think he's good on the bench. I think we should re-sign him, and I think we need more of Ahmed Rosario. I mean, people just like him on the bench itself and throughout the starting lineup as well. I think that's great. We need that instead of. I think we just got lost through this season. It's just we have like so many people trying to hit for power and trying to hit for home runs. It's just like everyone forgot how to play fundamentally and like just a simple way. So that mindset needs to change. And that press conference, I'm not going to even mention that now. I'll get to it later on in my final thoughts, because that was a clown show. But as far as right now, this is the major thing we're talking about in terms of what's it called, lineups and just roster. I think that's the route the Yankees have to go. Is just home runs need to be a bonus. And everything else, like contact hitting, bunting, situational hitting, base stealing, that has to be the forefront. Just exactly how he played in the 90s. Of course, you can't bring that back, but you still can have old school baseball. And analytics too. That could be in the background, but they're not going to do that. So just throwing it out there.
Okay. Want to welcome Sean. Sean, how you doing?
Hey.
How's everything going?
I'm doing all right.
Hello.
Good. Before we go to Evan, here's our first one from the chat. Independent Courier likes Volpe, Bellinger, Judge, Rice, Stanton, Wells, Chisholm, Cabrera, and Peraza. No, Peraza's gone.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
He's on the Angels. Yeah.
Maybe it means Cabby.
So I guess he means McMahon. An
Or
alternate
Cabby.
DH second game of any series. All right, that's Independent Courier. So we're gonna keep that in. I already took a picture of that, and we have Charles. Just took a picture of this. Starting nine: Dominguez, Judge, Belly, Stanton, Rice, Jazz, Wells, McMahon, and Cabby. And your starting pitcher is Max Fried. So according to Charles, he likes the team the way it was, but put Dominguez as leadoff.
I like that.
And Rice at first base. Let's see what else. Well, Cabby, of course, at shortstop, because we know that Volpe will not be starting. In the beginning of the year. McMahon, I kind of agree with, unless something really, really comes up big. So right now, I got to say that Charles' lineup is a little stronger at this point. And he also mentions starting pitching. Freed, Cole, Radon, Cam, and Gill. I bring Michael King back or Beaver.
Okay.
All right. The only thing I'm not thrilled about is Eel. I want him traded. I think
I
he's
agree.
going to be like a Michael Pineda or somebody like that. It's really time while it's big. Trade him, Yankees.
Yeah.
Believe me, trade him. It's time to do that. It really is. And for let's see, does he? Oh, in the bullpen, Charles really went. He did his homework here, guys. Leiter, Hunter, Harvey, Hill, Deval, Cruz.
I like that.
Trade with the Rays for Clevenger.
He's still pitching, Mike Clevenger?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Didn't he beat up his girlfriend or something?
I don't know. He did something. Oh, and he also adds
Yeah, he did.
Devin Williams. Well, overall, Charles, I got to tell you, I like that roster.
Where's Bednar?
What do you think about that? And Bednar, of course. I guess he left that off by mistake.
Yeah.
Evan, what are you thinking? Out of the two that we saw so far, what do you like?
Well, I would say I like Charles's bullpen more than I like his lineup. Not that I don't like his lineup, but it's the same of what we had last season. I mean, do we really want to roll into the season based on the same players that we had? We need to change things up a little bit. We need some more versatility. We need some more speed on this roster. We need more contact. All right, so what I would go with, I would have Jason Dominguez leading off. And Yankees, please do not screw this kid up. Have him play winter ball. Do whatever you need him to do. I don't care if you make him go around and, make everybody his personal assistant. I don't care. Let him play every single day and see what he can do. Because when he was batting leadoff for us in the middle of the season, he was hitting over 300. So leave him in the leadoff spot. So I have Dominguez at leadoff. Batting second, I don't know how you guys would feel about this, but I would have one of Luis Ariz, Murakami, or Akamoto. Now I know there's the posting for Japanese players. I think there's a difference between like the posting and when you're a free agent. When you're posted, I think you would get a little bit less money, except for when you're a free agent, you would get a little bit more. So I know what the Yankees like to value their free agents and obviously not spend more what they can. They like their value guys. So I think if they can get like one of those guys, depending on if they're posted or if they're free agents, I think that would work out. If not, I would go with Luis Ariz, who's a good contact bat, a good setup man in front of our big guys like Judge, Bellinger, and Stanton. Batting third, I would have Aaron Judge, obviously, our right fielder. Luckily, he's not going to have surgery, so that's a great thing. Just rest and recovery, and hopefully he'll be fine for the season. Batting cleanup, I would have Cody Bellinger back. Needs to be resigned. He's versatile. He can move around. That's something that Cashman wants, versatility. So I would have Bellinger back. Plus, he always has a good two-strike approach, puts the ball in play, and is a great defender. Batting fifth, I would have Ben Rice. You can have him at first. You can have him at catcher. I know Boone said that he looks at him as like a second catcher or third catcher, but we need to sign a right-handed hitting catcher. To address that issue, I would either have Danny Jansen or Mitch Garver. I would look at those two options for backup righty hitting catcher. Batting sixth, I would have Giancarlo Stanton. Seventh, I would have Jazz Chisholm. Eighth, Jose Caballero, and 9, Ryan McMahon. I know you can kind of switch that around a little bit if you want to. You can also have Austin Wells in there at catcher. No, I would also resign Ahmed Rosario, who can play second base, versatile. You're going to have Oswaldo Cabrera back as well for third base. And you're also going to have Jose Caballero to start the season at shortstop. And then when Volpe comes back, of course, they're going to play him because he's the golden boy right after Aaron Judge. So that's what I would do there. I like Charles's bullpen, though. We're going to have Doval. We're going to have Bednar. Tim Hill, re-sign him to a 1-year contract. I like him. We're going to have Fernando Cruz. Mark Letter Jr., I would re-sign him. I think he would be a good guy in this bullpen to have in a certain role against lefties because the splitter works well against those guys. I would re-sign Ryan Yarborough, Paul Blackburn. I would also have him back. And then one of Charles's options, too, if you want to have Hunter or Harvey, that's fine, too. And then also Devin Williams. I think I would bring him back over Luke Weaver. So that's what I would do with the roster. But overall, I like Charles's idea.
Evan.
Yeah, right now, Charles is definitely in the lead. And I do want to, before we go to the our next panel with their take, come on, guys, more lineups here. We need more lineups. We need to see what you guys are thinking as a GM, not just 1 or 2 players. At least give us your starting 9 for the 26 Yankees. Come on. Does anybody want to win this thing? Right now, there's only 2 participants, and everybody else just has an opinion. Come on, guys, let's go.
Hey, guys.
All right, Sean, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, Nick's got a point.
Go ahead, Chef.
Oh, just really quick. Sorry, Sean. I just want to just bring this up before I lose my point. I just want to even chat and you guys too. Just let's just say first baseman Nathaniel Lowe, Andrew Vaughn, Max Muncy, Josh Naylor. Let's just say for that, what do you think about that? But also going to super utility, Jerickson Profar, Luis Urias. And then before I go into deeper, let's talk about catcher. You said Mitch Garver, which is great. But how about veteran presence like Salvador Perez and Jacob Stallings?
Profar is done for life, I think.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, if he isn't, it's going to be close.
Yeah,
and I don't like Perez because I just think he's a Kansas City Royal. He's not going anywhere. I seriously doubt it. And at this point, I doubt he's going to do anything really. All right, Celia has come up with a team. Let's see what we got. Dominguez, Okamoto, Judge, Belly, Stanton, Realmuto, Rice, Jazz, McMahon, and Jose. Guys, Sean, what do you think of that lineup?
Oh, no, I like that. Realmuto is one of the options for catcher, and he's a guy that Rice can be mentored by, and Rice can be his backup. And Wells, we can send him to Hasta La Vista, I don't know, Timbuktu, somewhere.
Wow.
No, I like that lineup, Celia. It's good balance right there because Realmuto is a guy that does a lot of damage. He's clutch. He hits to all fields. He's a line drive hitter, and he's a baseball savant, high IQ. He may be in the older years, but he's a guy you could really count on.
Right, and now I like that lineup, but here's my problem. The Yankees are not going to spend big for Realmuto. They're not going to do it, not at his age.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not going to do that. They're going to look at a Higgy. They're going to look at somebody like that. But then, I would love to have Realmuto. I think he just became Realmuto again after I got on him that I thought he was losing it and getting older right in front of our eyes. So he may have another year or two, but I don't think it'll be with the Yankees. I do like the rest of the lineup because you have some contact here with Carabello and but my problem still is too many strikeouts. Now, Dominguez, we don't know yet. We don't know because thanks to the Yankees' bumbling thinking with the stupid analytics, we would have known what we had in this guy if they only would have played him. And now we got to guess again. Oh, let's just guess. Oh, let me think now. Do we need him in left field? And then they're not going to play him again? Kind of garbage is that? 3 years. All right, 1 year he was hurt. I understand that. This was the year to find out what Dominguez means to the New York Yankees. No, what do? Another year passes. And then what? We go on strike and another year passes. It's ridiculous.
I forgot about the strike.
That's we would know what we have
Lucky
at Dominguez.
Yeah.
He still had, what, 13 home runs? What a small sample. Give him 450 at-bats. No, you get a guy who's going to become a free agent. You know damn well you're not going to sign him, so you play him. But you don't play Dominguez. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I know. That's what bothers me too, Joe, is the fact that how they treated him. It's just like you can throw any excuse in the book. It's like, oh, but he does poorly in this and he does poorly in that. And again, with all these stats, they just pull out like just from under their hat. It's like, but unless you play the kid, you're not. It's not going to match up to your fantasy stats. You could have day stats and night stats and brunch stats and overnight stats, whatever you want. It's just you can't throw this at this kid at this early age. It's going to kill him, And so they need to play. This is why I had in my lineup. He's going to be in the lineup every day with Spencer Jones, and I want that. I would like that. Sure, would I like Grisham and Bellinger back? Yes. Is it realistic? I don't know. Bellinger, I really don't trust Scott Boras. He's good at what he does. He's been doing it. That's why he's the super agent. But he's going to play the Yankees in regards to money. So I don't know what the deal with Bellinger is going to be. I really don't think. It's happened with Boras agents signing with the Yankees, but at this time, I don't know. I don't know what's in the mind of Bellinger and Boras, if they want to sign elsewhere or if they just want to play the Yankees to the last minute. That's just the way they do. But going back to Dominguez, I really hope they if he's not going to play every day next season, just trade him. Just trade him, and that's it. Just put an end to his Yankee misery and let him do good elsewhere. So, but I agree with you, Joe. You're very right in every way on that.
So before I take Celia's and put in an Ultra Cowboys pick, where do we stand? We got 3 now. Okay. Who do you think is in the lead out of the 3 people? Where do you rank them right now?
I'll go Celia.
Yeah, I like Celia.
Yeah,
Celia first.
I think we need something. I think we need some sort of mood, some sign of trade, some sort of signing, just something to put a different feel on this lineup. I don't want the same one as last year. Yep. Don't want to rock with that. And I do like how people have continued to mention Dominguez, because I think there's something in the kid. I really do. And I'm glad that the Yankees are starting to realize that. Like they've said a few times that he's going to be a huge part of next year. Fingers crossed.
But they said that last year, George. They said the same thing.
Every year.
We did not expect Trent Grisham to be a 30 home run hitter.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't expect Grisham to do that. And what hurt Dominguez the most was Judge not being able to play the field, because then you had Stanton coming back, who was mashing. You couldn't take Judge out of the lineup. Grisham and Bellinger were still playing out of their minds, so it was hard to play him. But I want to see him in there more. I really do. But I want to move. I want something. I want some different feel in this lineup. And maybe that click is just putting Dominguez in the leadoff spot. Because let's face it, I don't think Trent Grisham was a true leadoff hitter. I mean, the guy hit 230. As much as I loved all his clutch homers, I mean, man, this guy was just nowhere in the playoffs. I didn't love him down the stretch at the leadoff spot. I would have loved him in the 5 spot, maybe. But I just feel like Dominguez can be a pretty solid leadoff guy. We know the speed, switch hitter, but I do think he should be taking at bats against lefties from the left side. Just totally disregard that righty swing. So, that's what I like. I really like how people have been including him, though. That's what I want to see. But I think he needs something. Celia had what's his name? Okamoto. I love that. I'll just keep saying there's a chance he doesn't get posted. That's the biggest thing. Okamoto would be a fantastic fit.
Right.
Matter of fact, matter
but
of
it's
fact,
realistic.
if the Yankees sign Okamoto, I want him to lead off for us because you know why? He's a leadoff hitter by trade. He's a contact hitter, and that takes a little stress off Dominguez. Dominguez can slide into maybe your 5 spot. Maybe he could be your 5 hitter. It takes more stress off the kid, which I think would benefit him better in the long run. Again, I don't know if he's going to get posted. Okamoto, I hope he is because honestly, compared to Murakami and Kyle Tucker, this guy's going to be a fraction of the price. He's going to be so much cheaper, and I think this could be just what the Yankees needed.
Okay. All right. So are we all in agreement that Celia's in the lead right now?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Christopher put a lineup.
Sean, I'm not hearing anything from you.
Yeah, no, Celia is in the lead right now. And I'm gonna give my thoughts on moves that should happen here after we go over this Ultra Cowboy.
Yeah, we'll
So-
do that, and then we'll come to you.
Yeah.
Now, remember, everyone, I did say we wanted to be realistic. Be your GM. But the one thing here with Cowboy, Bellinger, Judge, Ramirez, not going to happen.
Yeah.
There is no way that Ramirez is going to be traded to the
no.
New York Yankees.
No, that's
Ultra, I will make you a promise. I love that lineup. If Ramirez gets traded to the Yankees, I will send you $25 myself. No problem. But that's how I know this guy's not coming to the Yankees. If he gets traded to the Yankees, I don't care what the lineup is, Ultra. You send me a number, and I will send you. I will give you a prize because I like your lineup, but it's not realistic. It could be, but the Yankees are not going to do that. They're not going to go that heavy in money for Ramirez when they have McMahon and they have the Jose, and they'll probably re-sign maybe Rosario. That's not realistic. But I'm making you a promise because I would love that. If they get Ramirez, I don't care. Everybody, you heard this on the panel. You'll get the prize. You will get a prize for that.
It's
But I
recorded.
can't seriously consider it now because that's not going to happen. Okay, so let's go back to the panel. Who wants to go next?
Sean.
Oh yeah. So
Go ahead.
So one move I'm gonna make to upgrade the catcher, I'm either gonna trade for William Contreras from the Brewers
Okay.
and a package deal, probably some prospects or whatever because they're a young team, and send Wells over there. And then he's gonna be catcher number 1, mentoring Ben Rice and or Higgy if we get him. But the other issue I had, or the other move too, for first base, I would I'd either go for Josh Naylor on a short deal,
Yep.
or
Yep.
with one of the Japanese. And while you try to get Josh Naylor on a short 1 or 2 year deal, we're going big for one of the 2 Japanese first basemen. So either way, we got that, and then TJ Rumfield is our next man up on that one.
I forgot about him. Oh my God.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Sean,
God.
if they don't bring up TJ this year, you
Yeah.
got to trade.
Right,
You
right.
got to trade.
Yeah.
So
We're
I'm
going to
saying
have a
this-
show on the minor leagues soon
Right,
of who
Yeah.
we're going to protect and who we shouldn't protect.
right.
And there's
But
a lot
that-
of guys that we may lose. We may lose.
Right. But that's an option. That's why I'm not too big if we don't get Josh Naylor. Is that we already have Plan B and C, for first base. Now,
Okay.
I would get Jorge Polanco for second base, and try to shop Jazz for Brendan Donovan from the Cardinals.
Yeah, I would
And
say
then that way-
Donovan. I wouldn't trust Polanco. He's just
Right,
having
but-
one of these comeback years. But
Mhm.
I just don't see Polanco, not at all.
Right.
Brendan
I'm saying that-
Donovan, Brendan Donovan, he's available. They're making him available too, right? You've been saying.
Right.
They're
The
making him
Cardinals.
available as soon as the World Series is over. From what we heard from Cleveland, Ken
Yeah.
from the Ugly Truth saw a big article from the St. Louis Dispatch,
Gotcha.
and he told me this morning. So when Ken
Yeah.
says it, it's going to be true. Remember, the Ugly Truth,
So
and that's
so
a good
those
truth, actually.
so those are options. But yeah, I would go with Contreras and Dunham. That way we have contact guys to fill around Judge, Stanton, Belly, because that's one of my priorities, Belly. But if we somehow miss on Bellinger and he goes elsewhere because somebody outbids us, I'm bringing up Spencer Jones and Dominguez, and I'm rocking with those two with a fourth outfielder like a we can use Cabrera as a fourth outfielder, a Swiss Army knife. I would mix and match there because I want pesky guys in our lineup. I want guys
Well,
that can hit for
right.
clutch, punts it, and our solid defense all around high baseball IQ. Because we know we're gonna have, but Caballero is my starting short. Jose Caballero is my starting shortstop. Even when Volpe comes back, Volpe's gonna ride the bench or
Yeah,
go
but
down the minors
he
and
can't
get some
play
seasoning.
every day. He
Nope.
can't play every day.
Yeah,
You can't do it, Sean. You're missing. We're missing the point with him. He's good like 3-4 days a week. So it's either you go with Anthony Volpe or you re-sign Ahmad Rosario, and that's it. And you work Volpe in very slowly. I mean, that's
right,
the thing that makes sense to me.
right.
Do we have Jamer
But, you know,
Candelario still?
No.
He's
We
gone.
have
No,
no. Jose Caballero's not a free agent. I think we got options on him, right?
we got him
Yeah.
for 4 years
We got
at least.
control.
Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, that's my deal. And then with pitching, our starting rotation is pretty set, but I would try and go aggressive for either Bieber or Scherzer, especially if we get a setback on one of the guys that is injured. That way we're not thinned out in our rotation. And then I would fortify the pin, but David Bednar is the closer no matter what,
Oh yeah, and but
and get
I
one
don't
more
know.
lefty.
Yeah. What was
Tim
that?
Hill should not.
I'm gonna
I said Tim Hill should not be the only lefty in our pin.
Oh yeah, no question about that.
just
Again, they have to listen. I believe the Yankees have 75 million coming off the cuff. Now
Yes.
that includes not having, the two players that come off like Hicks and Stroman and them, but 75 million. They knowing how he's going to put that all back into the team. But how smart is he going to be?
Well, he's not.
That's the thing. How smart is Hal and Cashman going to be to make sure that we don't have as much holes
Wow.
as we do this year like Swiss cheese?
Cal Raleigh just hit a home run to tie it up.
yes,
Good.
let's go.
I was just about to give us
So-
2-2 then.
So Joe, Joe, I just want to bring up. You mentioned last time in regards to the Rule 5 draft. So this is why I'm always stressing to bring up and play your young guns, your rookies. Just to get them accustomed to the major league roster, because everyone is going to try to just take all our people from like the minor leagues. Look at what Garrett Whitlock did with Red Sox. That's just a prime example. But so how do we go forward with that? The Rule 5 draft, Rule 5 draft. How do we protect our guys from going to other teams if we're never going to play them? So that's something that's has been a concern for me, because these guys are splurge always, like from AAA all the way to Single A. So where do you go from there? Like, how do you protect them?
Bye.
Yeah, and well, that's the problem. Every year they lose too many players. There was one year they lost 5. Now, last year we got a little lucky. I think they only lost one. But this year, they have to be smart. And if they're really smart, they'd make some trades beforehand. Don't give an opportunity to leave these guys out. Get something for them this time. Sit on your backside.
Awesome.
Don't be climbing buildings in November. I'm sorry. I gotta call them out. Work on this team. You want to win or not? Don't be sleeping outside on the floor. Make a trade. Do something, guys. We love you more than anything, but you got to give us a little love.
I can see that. Where's Brian Cashman? Oh, he's climbing the Empire State Building.
Yeah. He's sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor.
Yeah.
I understand that he's doing a good deed, but you want to do a good deed? Make the Yankees great again.
The slogan.
But no,
that's
George,
what they have to do. They have to make them great again.
Yeah.
Enough. I'm tired of it. And then what do they do? Like they did this year. They chase and they chase and they chase. July 31st, they get everybody, and they didn't have enough time. And then you have a guy like Rosario. His first at bat, he gets a double. Then he gets another hit, and he makes a nice play in the field, and they don't play him. Volpe striking out almost every other time. They don't play him. Where is the logic?
There is none.
Well, I like this. He almost hit the ball tonight. What do you mean almost hit the ball? You got people over there paying millions of dollars for that seat. Put in a team that you're going to be made proud of. You're proud. Ooh, they won the first. They didn't win the East, but they won the first wild card spot. Okay, and now what? You're playing ball with the Mets. Give me a break. You should be playing these games. The Mariners or the Blue Jays should not be in there. You have a $350 million payroll. Give me a break.
Well, I'll tell you something, Joe. What's good about logic is the fact that the Yankees and the management don't have that. You brought up with Cashman rappelling on buildings and climbing on buildings and skydiving, whatever he does. But you know what? He does the thing for the homeless, which is great for him. He gets to sleep in a sleeping bag in front of a building. But guess what? At the end of the night, he gets to go home to his warm bed, and then he gets to, go back to his job where he doesn't care about because he's been too comfortable.
No, he's sleeping on the job.
I'm not begrudging him.
I like that.
I'm not begrudging him. But give me a break.
Yeah.
Instead of sleeping on the floor outside, you're running the New York Yankees, 27-time world championship team. And what are you doing? You wait till July 31st? To go get a shortstop. Go get some relief pitching. Give me a break.
Step one.
Dumpster diving.
Yeah, I know.
Cashman's specialty.
Step one.
Not
Send a
getting the best
pink
ingredients.
to
Instead of
to
a
Mike
peanut butter
Fisher.
sandwich, once in a while, we want some filet mignon.
Oh yeah.
No, I want a 16-ounce T-bone steak. I don't want just little
We're not a minor league team here. We act like penny pinchers. Oh, can I save a penny today? Can I have a hamburger today, and I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday? Are you kidding me? This is the New York Yankees we're talking about. Where is the pride? They have a bench that I could have played better before July 31st. 90-year-old women could have done better.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry. You better take your lumps.
Gina Davis.
That's right. Oh, Gina Davis.
I'll take the bad news Bears.
Well, no.
Eat the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, the
George,
Savannah Bananas are a lot better. I'm sorry, guys, but when I see garbage, I got to talk garbage.
No, of course.
Enough. You, the fans, don't deserve this. You deserve better. You deserve 2009 all over again. You deserve 1998, 1999, 1996, 1976, 1977, 1923, 1949, 1950, 1951. Do you want me to go on?
Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about that team.
Here.
You're right, Joe.
That team.
Joe,
You're talking about
I'm sorry.
that team that won 5 World Series in a row. From 49 to 53. But no, George, there was one guy I thought maybe you can look at it, see what his splits are. But I was looking at different catchers. But the White Sox had a rookie last year. He hit 268 as a catcher. I think his name's like Edgar Quiro. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Quero.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull up their roster.
He's on the White Sox, right?
Yes.
Right, he was on the White Sox, but he hit 268 all year. And I was like, that's one of the best batting averages. And I know he had like lots of doubles.
So are we
And
moving
he was
on
a
from
switch
Rice?
hitting. No, I seen him young, but I was thinking he's a switch hitting catcher. I know that from what I said. But he's a young guy that if they wanted to have Rice at first base full time, I would probably bring in a young guy like that. Try to get a young guy like that.
Yeah, Edgar Quero. He's 22.
Mm-hmm.
Only 22. Good righty catcher.
Well, that means we'll see him in 8 years.
Yeah.
We'll see him when he's 30. Halfway to Social Security. I'm sick of it. Guys, look at Independent Courier. Hal is a fan of casino analytics.
Yes, he
He
is.
also is a fan of constant revenue and competitive teams. He is not never. He is he. Wait,
Not
he
never.
is not and never going to be George. We know that.
Of course.
All the talk about winning is on his ledger, not in his rings.
That's out the
Yeah,
window.
and I got news for you. 2009 was more George Steinbrenner than Hal,
It was.
even though George was like kind of out of it.
Well,
But,
I thought it was more Hank.
We've been going on, but I don't see any more lineups. So Celia right now is the clear-cut winner. She's winning right now. We're going to cut this off. We're going to cut this off at 9:15, guys. We'll still be on a while, but the contest is going to end 9:15. So please give us your team right now, because right now Celia is winning.
I think a while back, Christopher put a lineup.
Did he?
Oh,
Way-
back? I thought I saw that
way
too. Yeah.
I'm
if you could go
sorry.
back.
Let me go back to it.
Everyone.
I went on my rant. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's all right. But wasn't Hank really involved in 09?
Yes.
Not fully.
Okay.
Though.
I got Christopher's. Let's
there you
go.
go.
Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Rice, Jazz, Volpe, Jones, McMahon,
base.
Rosario. Top left-handed, but I don't see a lot of spending. You do have Waldo and Cabby. Well, I do see spending, Christopher. I do. You have $75 million, and it's one thing Mr. Hal, the accountant, will do. He will do the 75. He will spend it somehow. But is he going to do it smartly? So we have the same exact lineup, basically, with the only exception. But wait a minute. You have Judge in center. You can't put Judge in center field anymore.
That's what I thought it was too.
35 years old.
Joe, you're reading it wrong. That doesn't say if. That says left field for Dominguez, and that's first base for Judge and center for Bellinger.
Oh,
So
they're not going to do that yet. They're not going to do that yet. They're not doing that. That's not realistic. Judges, they already said yesterday's press conference that Judge is the right fielder. End of story. So that's not going to happen. But it's a good thought, Christopher. When we do this again next year, maybe it's not a bad lineup.
No.
It's still the middle of the lineup scares me because you have Stanton, Rice, and Jazz. If they're in slump, and Volpe, you got 4 strikeouts waiting to happen. How do we change that? What players can we get? You don't see this in every lineup.
Yeah.
Rawson.
And it's what? I'm guessing Wells is the catcher. Not
Rice.
Wells, but Rice.
Rice.
Yeah. I don't like Rice's arm. I don't trust his arm at all.
I trust him more than Wells.
And who's the first baseman in that lineup?
Tino Martinez.
I know, right? Back from retirement with the Walker.
Yeah.
No, he has Judge
Judge at first, and then Spencer
That's
Jones
not going to happen for at least 2 years. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, it may never. I don't know. I mean, it may be 2 years away, but it may not happen.
Well, like I said, I get a little.
Whoa!
What?
Eugenio Suarez just hit a grand slam with 0 outs in the 8th.
Oh yeah!
Oh wow!
3-2 lead.
6-2 Mariners.
There we go. That deserves this. Go Mariners! Go Mariners! Oh, you know who I'm rooting for. Sorry about that, Toronto fans. We still love you anyway. But because if Toronto, listen, I understand Toronto had it. They should have gloated. I understand, but the way they went about it, they really trolled the Yankees, even up to their broadcaster. So, in my opinion, they deserve what's coming to them. My problem is they're going back to Toronto for 2 games, and that's a worriness. But right now, enjoy the Mariners up 3-2. So that would be something.
You talking about Buck Martinez?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not even worried about him. Like I seen him a long time ago, and then when he said what he said, he sounded just as the way he looked. So I'm not worried about that.
Buck Martinez was an average player.
Average player, average person.
Average.
Yeah.
You're lucky he hit the ball. You're lucky he hit the ball. I saw him all the time. The guy was a little potato head. That's
below average player.
He was. He come on. He made. Oh my God. He made our worst bench player look good. Give me a break.
So he made Pablo Reyes look better.
Oh God! Must you mention that name, please? I don't want to hear that name in 2026. I do not want to hear that name in next year, please. I'll take anybody, including Bobby Meacham.
Oh wow!
But, and that's a blast from the past. That should be a trivia question. Who was the only Yankee that hit a home run? Whoa! What is the independent again?
Oh
my God! Give this guy a contract. Man, you are the best. We got to have you up here, independent. We got to have you up here. And with the very nice picture you got up there, are you a man or a woman? I don't even know.
Hey, don't assume.
Blessing the show. I don't know who you are. You got to come up and say hello, man. Our next panel. I'm really, we got to thank you directly.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Please. I believe in the youngsters, Volpe, McMahon, Chisholm, Wells, Rice, Dominguez. The team needs a veteran third baseman. Yeah, but you have McMahon. He's a vacuum cleaner. He's just he needs a pitching coach. I mean, a batting coach that really knows what he's doing.
And I don't think McMahon deserves all the criticism he's getting. You didn't trade for McMahon to be a top third baseman. You got him to be what he was, and I think he outperformed himself at the plate a little bit. He hit a huge home run for us, a lefty on lefty matchup in the postseason. I just don't understand the hate for Ryan McMahon. I mean, in my lineup, he's the 9 hitter. I'm not expecting him to be a superstar, and he could still give you 20, maybe 25 homers if he spends the whole season in Yankee Stadium. Too much hate surrounding McMahon. Too much of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I mean, my bottom of the lineup is Caballero in the 8 hole, or 7 depending on who's catching, and then having McMahon down in the 9 hole.
Yeah.
And that way, when you have Rosario or Volpe in the lineup, you have them there at the bottom, and then that way that you flip it over, and yeah, you got your Dominguez, or you got whoever else is your leadoff guy, and then Judge, you got the bases with a lot of
Before
speed with Judge hitting. So
before I read Eric's comment, I just want to make sure everybody don't forget tonight at 10 p.m. right here on NY Mania is going to be Total Turnbuckle Talks, TJ and myself with WWE live news right here, right after SmackDown. So please, it's the first of many shows on Friday nights that will lead into our play-by-play of the Survivor Series. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to it. We have been talking to former wrestlers and wrestlers. We're putting things together. So we're gonna have a great time on NY Mania and Total Turnbuckle Talk. So stay tuned, everybody. It is going to be a different link. We're going to end this show a little bit before 10, so we can all get ready to go and enjoy Total Turnbuckle Talk. Maybe we could throw Cashman and Boone in there as a tag team, and we'll have George and Chef Nick as the tag team, and and as a referee we'll put Sean, and Evan and myself will be the play-by-play guys.
Nice.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Thank you, big sports fan. I really appreciate that. You're really cool.
Thank
You guys have been super. I really got to say. And like I said, are there any more lineups? Because pretty soon the countdown's coming down to Celia.
I got my lineup. If I could share.
You're not eligible. You're part of our show.
Wow.
That is not fair.
Yell at George.
How fair is that?
what did George do?
What? No, I'm not yelling.
I know. I'm kidding.
I know. We're just teasing a little bit.
Yeah, no, guys, there's so much going on that so much fun and I want to give out a couple more information. I just can't right now because I like to have things set in stone. But trust me, you guys are going to be excited. Trust me when I tell you this. That's all I can tell you at this point. I'm busting to tell you, but I can't. And no super chat stuff by buttering me up. When it happens, you guys are going to fly. You guys are going to be very happy that you stuck with us. Trust me when I tell you that. Right. Now, getting back to the New York Yankees, my favorite tune. So, yeah. So, let's see. Does Blaze come? Is this a team? Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay. Bichette, Judge, Spencer Jones, Stanton, Dominguez, Okamoto, Jazz, Rice, and McMahon. You're missing one thing. There is no way in this God's green earth the Yankees are going to spend for Bichette. No way. That ain't going to happen.
No, and
what's this?
That's not true.
I know.
No.
Breaking news.
Sports fan. Come on. No.
Yankees are closing in on a deal for Struble. Okay.
Nope.
Where are you getting this from?
No. Don't even bother.
Hoskins is more likely.
It's a pipe dream, sports fan. Not yet. We got to wait still. It's still early.
I think Skeens is realistic, to be honest.
The league doesn't allow trades until after the last out of the World Series at this point.
Right.
Might as well
Nah,
address
yeah,
it.
of course.
Richard's been on me for the past 5 minutes about Ryan McMahon and how he doesn't hit for average. Boo hoo. McMahon's the best defensive third baseman in the whole MLB. He's your 9 hitter. If you're gonna have Max Fried out there, if you're gonna have Rodon out there when he comes back, the biggest ground ball pitchers in all of baseball, I want to vacuum at third base. And I think McMahon will turn it around a little bit. He has the pop. 20 homer pop. I think he could do a little more the whole season in Yankee Stadium. I definitely think McMahon is the way to go as your 9 hitter. I'm not asking him to be in the top of the lineup. He's going to be your last hitter.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Well, George, so let's just say if Rawson becomes manager of the Twins, who would be the next batting coach? What do you think? And please don't say Eric Chavez, because a lot of people are saying that. I don't know.
No.
The next batting coach for the Yankees.
Actually, we signed. I'm sorry. We signed Eric Chavez. He took the Met job. He left the Yankees the day after.
But he got fired though, right? As the Met coach, batting coach.
Yeah, he was going to be. I forgot what he was going to be here, but he became right. All right, Lou's got a lineup. All right away, it's no good because the Yankees are not going to spend $500 million on Tucker when you could sign Bellinger and a few players like him. It won't happen.
Mariners are one win away from making the first World Series in franchise history.
That's amazing.
Yes. Let's go.
Judge! Man, you guys are low key. Let's go here. Come on. All right,
but no,
realistically and not realistically, Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Tucker, Jones, Judge, Stanton, Chaz, Donovan, Belly, Rice, McMahon. Great team. Unfortunately, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
It's going
right.
Right, George. I know you're going to agree with me on this one.
Yeah. I don't want Tucker, guys. Tucker's an overpay. Tucker is a huge. He's Mr. Consistent. You don't want him in a cold spot when the Yankees are doing bad. He's also not as good as a lot of people think he is. You know, I ask people all the time who say, I want Kyle Tucker. I say, what do you think Kyle Tucker's year was last year? Immediately what they say, oh, what'd he do? Hit 30 homers, have 90 RBIs, batting 280. Isn't that what that stud did? I'm like, no. He hit 22 homers, drove in 78, and he batted 266. In what way does that warrant $500 million? In what way? Go let someone else overpay for Kyle Tucker. Go let someone else waste their money. I don't want that. I want Bellinger, and I kind of am leaning towards Murakami. Now, if Okamoto is posted, I think that should be a target because I think the Yankees could benefit. Excuse me, I'm fixing my mic stand real quick. But I think the Yankees could really, really benefit from a guy like Okamoto. Because why did we lose to the Blue Jays? We have no one in the lineup who can work a pitcher. No one in the lineup who could get the base hit. No one who can grind out the at-bats. That's why we lost that series. You put Okamoto in there. You put him at the leadoff spot. That changes the lineup drastically. So
and
I don't think he'll be posted, though.
Charles is saying, breaking news, Cashman traded Boone for a box of Twinkies.
Nice. I love the Twinkies.
I love Twinkies. They're my favorite.
Welcome to
yummy,
the Yankees.
yummy. Oh, my God. No, Lou, I agree with you. He's not getting $500 million. But he's not getting $200 million.
He's going to get around
$425. Right.
Yeah.
Tucker has big money. You know, he has the big dollar signs in his eyes right now. He wants a big contract. And then the Bo Bichette. There's two red flags why I do not want us to go after him. He's injury prone. And besides the Yankees, who does he really care? I know he gets a lot of hits in the league. A lot of hits. in the season, in the regular season. But they're not always clutch hits. And but yeah, he's just too injury prone, and we're already got issues with Volpe. And are you really gonna count on our medical staff to take care of players?
Nope. There's your
Who
answer.
said nope? I didn't even see that.
Oh, it was me. Yeah.
Oh, that was you. You know that sounded like Ken. I was going to say, wait a minute, he's just doing the game.
Is he here? Probably here
So
somewhere.
it's like I thought I heard Ken. I got Ken in my ears over here.
Probably
He's
brought him
probably
up.
talking about me some
Deuce,
way.
deuce.
Deuce.
Nah,
And I can just hear it now. I can just hear it now. He'll go. And the Mariners just need to win one game there, just one game. Now, can they do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope they can. I really do. Who put up a better fight against the Dodgers?
I think the Mariners are more built to put up a fight against them.
Yes.
The Blue Jays have an explosive offense, but as you can see, Miller was able to put them off balance today by going in and out, inside out. He was able to put them at bay. And what do a lot of the Dodger pitchers do? Split fingers. They go inside. They paint the corners. So yeah. But the Mariners, Rosarena, if he gets hot during the World, he can do a lot of damage. Then you also got Eugenio Suarez, and you got Cal Raleigh, and a few others. That's just a pesky lineup. And you can't count out Rivas.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right.
And then
Absolutely.
So I want to get your guys' take on. Let's just say if and I start with George. I was going to ask you, batting coach. Let's just say if Rawson leaves, or even Luis Rojas if he leaves too for the.
I
Orioles.
hope he's done. But
yeah, me too.
batting coach. I mean, I don't know who's willing to do it. That's the thing. Like we could say names all we want, but I don't know who is also Richard. What what do you want from me, Richard? What's next? You want me to read War and Peace with my eyes closed? Like check the batting average for all these every position, man. Come on.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
But
well, guys, we did close the contest. And guess who won? Now, I do want to tell you, I mean, with the other ones, everybody was good. I truly believe Realmuto's not coming, but that there always is a possibility if that more realistic than the Yankees getting Ramirez or doing a couple of other things that they want. The Okamoto has another possibility. That's what I like about this. Thinking through the box. So Celia, congratulations. So please go into the email, leave a number for me, and either after this show or after our wrestling show, I will definitely send you your prize. So please do that. It's up to you. You want to do it tonight, you want to do it tomorrow, but please do it because you did win it, and I want to give you the prize ASAP. So congratulations. And I'll tell you what, guys, we'll do this again. We'll do this again before the winter meetings. And I'll do two $25. We'll do the first and the second. And we will do that right before, and then we'll see. Actually, I'll tell you why. We'll go even better. My mind's always moving. We're going to pick a team. We're going to pick before the winter meetings. Let's see what the Yankee team is after Christmas. The winner will get $50.
Ooh.
That's what we're going to do. So before the winter meetings, we're going to have to do the show before December the 8th. We'll do the show. and then who's ever and it doesn't matter what they do. Let's see, as we go into 2026, we say Happy New Year. Let's see what the Yankee team is. They might do more after that, but for you to win the money, you got to tell me what the team is going to look like as we ring the bell of 2026, because that's what it's all about. So good luck, everybody. Put your thinking caps on. You'll also get a head start because there'll be general managers meetings. There'll be there'll be owners meetings. So we will do that. That I can promise. And some other surprises here and there. Don't worry. Plus, we still have to give out the big one, which is going to come soon. Well, you know, I'm going to do a little something different. So it'll be a lot easier for you guys to win.
$1 million.
No, not $1 million.
Oh.
I wish I could do that, but no. Unfortunately, no. No, but we will do that. So, you know, guys, let's start saying some final thoughts as we're going to get ready for need a little time for the put everything together for the wrestling program. But we have been on close to an hour and a half, so we've had a lot of fun here. You guys were great. I would have liked to see more lineups aside from 5 or 6, and then the rest and everybody here on the panel. So the next time, you know, this is new for all of us. So there'll be more chances to win, and trust me, you know, we're like the Yankees, only we have better heads. You make a little bit and you give it right back, and that's the whole thing. The only problem is I haven't really made yet, but I will soon, hopefully, thanks to you guys with the sponsorships. And we need the next one. Let's go to 600 subs, guys. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Please keep subscribing to our program. It really means a lot to us. It really does. All right, let's start with let's go with one. By the way, are you working tonight?
Yeah, I gotta in a little bit. I gotta get ready for work,
Okay,
and then I gotta be at midnight. But
okay. Do you?
Yeah, no.
Thoughts?
Yeah, my final thoughts is guys. There's a decent lineups, good lineups, and I like the way you guys are thinking outside the box. Different options. But yeah, let's keep going and just stay positive. I mean, I believe that Hal's gonna put pressure on Cashman to be aggressive and to stay aggressive. And for once in the recent years, let's not have any gaping holes when we get into entering spring training. Like no real third baseman, or no left fielder, or no first base for that matter. Let's just have all the spots filled, Cashman, and you know, let's go Yankees.
All right, Sean, thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great day at work. We'll keep you posted. Monday morning, we definitely come back with coffee, bagels, Lavazza coffee, and omelets, and all of that. And the weekend, we will give you plenty of notice if and when we do put together a program. We're going to have specials on the weekend. Just give it a little time, and we will definitely. We'll be here as much as ever. Trust me when I tell you that. So, and again, I thank each and every one of you. All right, let's see. Evan, you want to go next? Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Thank you, Sean.
Good show.
Yep.
Yep. Good show tonight. I think we all had some good ideas, throwing out a couple of different perspectives on what the lineup could look like next season. Obviously, we still have a whole off season to go. We still have to wait until the winter meetings begin and all that. We'll get some trade speculation, but you know, we know that Tariq Skubal, we know that's not going to happen. If the Yankees want to trade Spencer Jones, then they can do that. If they want to trade Dominguez, they can do that, or they can trade them both. I think they can get something very decent in return. I don't think the Pirates are looking to move off of Paul Skeens just yet, but maybe next year you can explore some options with that. And you know, but I don't think Tariq Skubal is happening. So let's just get that out of our minds. I did want to address, because I forgot to do it before the starting rotation. So we know Cole, he's going to be on the shelf at the beginning of the season, so he won't be there to start the year. Rodon He's going to be on the IL too. So we're going to have basically two reliable starters in Max Fried and Cam Schluttler to start the season. So it depends. Are the Yankees going to go out there? Are they going to try to acquire a guy through free agency or trade? Or are they going to try to try out some of their guys from spring training from their minor league system, like ERC, Rodriguez Cruz, Brock Selvage, Legrand? We'll see. I would like to give those guys a shot. I think they can be decent, valuable guys that can make another start in our rotation. Last year we had Stroman and Cookie Carrasco. Didn't work out. We don't want that to happen again.
Cookie.
So I think we should give those guys a chance. And also maybe look to sign a guy like Merrill Kelly or Zach Gallen. I don't think their contract values will be too high. So maybe get a chance. Give those guys a chance and we'll see what happens there. But, overall, I think this team needs to be a lot better with looking at their acquisitions going into the offseason. And we hope that they can put together a complete team. Because if not, they're not going to be, a good team next year. And, of course, we want them to have the right value for players. But we don't want them to go, shopping for players that don't make any sense or guys that don't fit on the roster. So that's really what should be about this offseason and giving our young players a chance. And, we'll see what changes they make to the front office or analytics department or personnel. And hopefully they can do that. But, for now, we'll see what happens.
Excellent, Evan. Really, really good talk. And you had an upbeat day today, my man. One of your best days here, and very proud and very happy that you're with us.
What'd you do, Evan? You threatened someone?
No, he was spot on today.
Yeah,
Today was his best morning.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely. I mean, he's had good mornings, but this one was super special. If you guys have a chance to revisit and rewatch the video this morning, please do. Evan was spot on this morning, and so was Sean. It was a great stream, and we're going to have more. We're going to have a lot more of that. Coach George gives a great opinions, and he's fantastic with his interviews and everything that he does. And Chef Nick is Chef Nick. He's brought so much brightness to the show, and a lot of different opinions, and interacts with the fans very well, and it's nothing but a plus. So I feel very blessed of the team that we have built here for NY Mania. Thank you guys for everything.
Absolutely,
George,
Joe.
take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely still a lot of directions you can go. I am still a Jason Dominguez believer. I think he's really something. I do think trade talks will heat up via Paul Skeens. I think he is definitely on the table. We're definitely getting more into that as the offseason progresses. But there's definitely a lot of ways we could go, man. I think you bring back Belly, you bring back Hill, you bring back Williams, and you build off of that. You see what Murakami's asking. You see if Okamoto gets posted. As you go from there, it's still a lot in the air. The World Series still hasn't been set yet, so I think you see what happens.
Okay, George, thank you so much. So what's going? George, we all got to sit down and talk about some live play-by-play. You guys want to do some basketball together? Let us know. So like this, we could start putting it out there if you guys have times, along with the fact that we're going to do a lot of Yankee talk in the very near future, especially while the World Series is still going on. So, George, let us know. And number one, we're glad that you're feeling better. That's number one. That's the most important. And thank you for your time, your effort. You do a great job, and good luck, in everything that you do. We really appreciate, you, and we want to see a lot more from you, and thank you. That brings us to Dr. Nick's final talk. I'm going to call you Dr. Nick tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. Same
PhD.
Yeah, same thing, different field. again, thank you, Joe. Great talking with you today over the phone. Also great talking to you today via webinar. But also George and Evan, you guys always rock. George, I'm glad that you're feeling much better. And glad to see you. It's like always the core four. We always stick together, so that's always good. Oh, we always mesh. We always mix well together. Not like oil and vinegar. They do mix for a certain amount of time, but then they separate. That's just the chef world. But anyway, in reality, we mix well. So I look, great stream. I just want to point out, great stream last night, great stream this morning. Evan, great job along with Sean Browning. But Evan, yeah, absolutely great job in regards to that. And this stream, very, very great as well. Everyone does a great job all around. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everyone does a great job all around. Different opinions, different statements, different facts. It always goes a long way. No interruptions. We always hear each other. We always hear the chat. So it's just, it's very fluid. It's always very fluid. It's not, if there's ever like a disagreement, then we always figure it out and we always just go our own way. So it's always been a great thing with this stream. So it's, I'm just very comfortable with you guys in regards to, having a stream with you live or pre-taped. I don't think we ever done pre-taped, but I had to say that. So anyway, just want to bring up really quick before time runs out. This is not going to be an hour, so don't worry about it. So I just want to call out the press conference today between Mr. Aaron Boone and Mr. Cashman. If you great press conference today. If you work for Ringling Brothers, like the circus, it's I swear it's like you're looking for like the bearded woman. You're looking for the fire eater, the glass walker, the conjoined twins with the two heads. You're not going to find them. But if you're watching the press conference today, that's where they are in 2025. So that's who they are. So you have Boone, you have Cashman. We found them. We found the two clowns that were trying to be funny, but instead they are just two clowns being serious and not trying to be funny in real time. They think we're stupid. That's a thing. That's a thing. This is the thing with corporate too. They think that the fans are really stupid, really dumb. They insult our intelligence every time. They'll say something to make us feel good, and then in the end, it's just not the same thing like they said. It always happens. Same old Yankees, same old feeling every time. I just feel like this conference was like a sideshow. It's just, it's like to show face and just to shut us up. It's like whether you just, exactly like if you played Candyland or if you watch Wizard of Oz. It's just like it's just an illusion. It's just what they want to pull out is to distract you. It's just the problem. What's really going on? They just want to just put the curtain over it and just distract you from like the real issues that are going to happen and potentially going to happen. They just don't want you to think about it. They want you to forget and move on to the off season. So that's their plan. It's always been their plan for the next for the past few seasons, but going on, it's just we're talking about 2009 times of wasting, but it just feels like Cashman and Boone, they're always like treating us like we're not intelligent, we're always going to forget, and then just the next time it's going to be like a video game, or like just we're very naive, like, or we're just we just don't exist. And I just don't like that. That bothers me a lot. Is just the fact that they'll just have these. They never had these press conferences all season long, but they have it at the end of the year just to shove some things in our faces, just to make us feel good. So I don't like that. So put aside that, whatever. The situation with Volpe, it almost seems like a TV show where like the CIA espionage theme is always like, oh, okay, when did he get injured? What date did he get injured? Is he injured now? How did it affect his performance? It's really this kid, and I call him kid. And, I've seen some people in the chat too, like we call these people kids. Yes, because they are young. He should have been playing better this season. He should have been playing a lot better this season, not playing through an injury. If he was injured, he should have been transferred to the IL. Regardless of what it is, you need to preserve this kid. A lot of people, including myself, we've been like crapping on him all season long. I found out about maybe 2 months ago that he was injured in May, and he was playing through that. That's inexcusable. So why fire Travis Chapman? Why fire Mike Harkey? Why not fire the strength conditioning coaches and everyone in that department? I don't know. Same goes with Rizzo when they were hiding his injury. Same goes with Judge. I mean, I don't know if they were hiding it, but all of a sudden, thank God he doesn't need surgery, but he's still injured. But even they're not taking it seriously. They're taking it very lightly. And I want to point out to Rodon, how long did he have that injury? Because something like that is not sudden. Something like that builds up. So who knew? What if he had it in June? What if he had it in July and that just decreased his performance? So that's some questions that the Yankees need to answer in regards to their strength and conditioning department too, because they've gotten away with a lot of slack with injuries too, and that's not good. So again, firing your Mike Harkey and firing Travis Chapman, great. That's showing a statement, but it's not really showing a true statement because it's not putting your foot down. It's just you could grab anyone on the street and put them in that position. They'll do well. So all in all, don't want to make this long, but the Yankees haven't won since 2009. Brian Cashman has been there for 25 years or so. I think he's just very comfortable right now at his job, and I just think Boone is very safe as well with his job. So I don't think Hal's going to fire them. So you can call for their heads. It's not going to happen. They're all friends. They're all BFFs. They're always going to have their slumber parties. They're always going to have their they're always going to talk about their gossip. That's just the way they are. So they're not going anywhere. So how do we fix this team? I don't know, management. So that's where the problem is. So we don't trust management. We don't trust what they're doing or where they're going to go because it's the same deal every year by year. So what's going to happen now? Who are we going to get? Are we going to play the money ball game with Bellinger? I don't know. Is Boris going to play puppeteer with us and just string us along? What's going to happen? I think just the Yankees itself need to go towards this old school approach, and it's never going to happen because analytics are always going to be the forefront of their minds, and that's where they're going to have their trust in them, the managers and coaches too. And with Boone too, if he was, like I said, if he had a little spunk in his system, I think he would, and of course they probably told him this before signing him first time around, that, okay, you're going to coach, but analytics are going to take over a part of your job. If I was him, I'd be like, no, that's no way. I want to have 100% control of the team, but that's not going to happen. And that hasn't happened. So however they want to take it, it's going to be the same old Yankees. It's going to be the same old feeling. So going to the playoffs, wild card, not consider the playoffs, but let's just say wild card, they consider it the playoffs. If you want to go to the wild card and then go to the division series, to reach that, that's good on them. And that's good for them. Not good for us. I'm not good with that. I'm only good for the World Series. But you know what? As long as they do that, Hal is fine with that. And Hal will be like, oh, okay, well, we made it to that. And then you know what? Fans should be happy because that's the way they're treating us. They're treating us like they're telling us what to do and how to feel. No, us Yankee fans, our bar is set so high that we expect the Yankees to win World Series every year. And there's nothing wrong with that because we're true fans. But if you're going to say, okay, we lost to the Blue Jays, we showed fight. Yeah, for one game, yeah, I get it, but we didn't win it all. They were better than us in every way. Hats off to the Blue Jays, no disrespect, but they were better than us in every way. I just think Hal, if he was smart, he shouldn't run it back because that's not realistic. I think he should learn from the Blue Jays. He should learn from the Mariners and potentially from the Dodgers or whoever's going to be in the World Series. He should learn from that, and he should fix the Yankees in that game plan. So we'll see what happens. I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't be disappointed if we get the wrong pieces because we scream, we shout, but they never hear us. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good night and God bless. Thank you.
Well
Wow.
said, Chef. I want to give a
Nice.
programming note. We will be back Sunday night at 7 p.m. Sunday night at 7 p.m. And we will do a roundup of what's going on in the playoffs, what happened in football. We'll give you football scores and we'll talk a little bit of everything. So we will see you Sunday night at 7 p.m. The link will go out really soon. We will remind you guys. So we will see you Sunday night, 7 p.m. before our morning show Monday morning. So by all means, everyone, I want you to have a great weekend and really don't go anywhere. We are going to close this stream, but come back for a little wrestling. Even if you're not a fan, take a look. You may get interested. They tell a story. It's a soap opera. So if you like different types of soap operas or movies, that's what you'll get with WWE, with a lot of fun, and you get to see some really, really great acrobatics and a lot of flies and everything. So wait for us if you can at 10 p.m. Please, as you're going out, subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. The same thing with the next program. Subscribe to NY Yankee Mania and Total Turnbuckle Talk. So for Chef Nick and Evan and George and myself, thank you so much for being here. Guys, I hope you, George and Evan and Nick, I hope you could join us on Sunday night.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yeah.
George, it's a good possibility you could come on.
What day?
Sunday at 7 p.m.
Maybe.
Okay, you'll let us know. Appreciate it. And again, thank you, everyone. God bless you all. Independent, thanks for the super chat.
Thank you.
Celia, go into our email, please. Email a number that I could definitely Zelle or Venmo you the money, your prize, and I really appreciate it. Congratulations. One final time to Celia. And there'll be a lot more coming right here. Just stick with us, guys. Subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. We will see you in about 15 minutes, everyone. I hope you enjoy our first show of Total Turnbuckle Talk and NY Mania WWE style. And that's going to lead us into the live play-by-play of the Survivor Series. We'll see you soon. Love you, each and every one of you. God bless you all. God bless America. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. Have a great day, a great night, everyone. And thanks so much for being here. Congratulations to Celia.